Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. I'm hoping you can hear me this time. I've had such a time. Cards were pulled. Well, I guess you guys saw it, so I deleted those videos, and everything happens for a reason because, in between videos, like, you gotta upload, and in my phone, I can't record, and it does give you time to reflect on what it is you pulled. And I'm thinking that I was not supposed to interpret that message. I know what I saw, but I want to say it probably wasn't for me to put out there what I saw initially. Otherwise, you would have been able to hear it because it was. Mm. So sometimes, yeah, I'll make you. Nope, I'm not putting that out there. I'm gonna tell you. I want you to take in what you saw and deliver what I say. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got my little bit of water. How that goes. I got my little incense running or whatever. Asking for good energy. We only want good energy. So for a little while, we've been exploring the relationship between Gemini and Scorpio. I'm gonna have to go back a little bit because I know you see these cards, but I'm gonna go in and explain them. So, okay, it's a snowstorm here, so work was over. And I know everybody watching is pretty intuitive, so you know what you read. Yup, it said yes. It said yes. It said yes. So anyway, so there was a tower, right? There was a tower that happened between Gemini and Scorpio. There was something that happened in this relationship. Excuse me. I think both parties have had some time to reflect on what happened, right? And I think that there may have been little to no communication in this connection. I'm not going to call it a relationship because there's clearly something that there was a tower moment. So we're not going to call this, I guess then it was a relationship. I think right now this is a situationship that deserves closure. So what are these? This is a Cosmic Journey Oracle. The first card that came out is Fulfill Your Destiny with a Cosmic Changemaker. The next card that came out after that, Allow Your Work to Become Your Art. The next one, Your Words Create Worlds. After having some time to think about this could be a reflection of where your Gemini is right now, right? In terms of your goals, Scorpio, in terms of what you want out of life, in terms of being supportive to you instead of just turning your back. Because what I think Gemini may have failed to realize is everything happens for a reason. I think Gemini forgot about that part. Everything happens for a reason, right? So the tower moment that happened, obviously there's two different stories at play. It was whatever happened to your Gemini and the journey they were on when this whole disconnection happened. And then it's like, what was Scorpio doing during this time? This is a relationship where there were promises made. There's a great amount of faith. I think your Gemini sees, Scorpio, that you kept up your end of the deal. Even through uncertainty, even though you were taking time and trying to figure out what you wanted to do, trying to make sure you weren't crazy, which is why during this I guess time apart or separation, you was just like being creative and doing the thing. All right, and it looks like Gemini at one point maybe was not acknowledging maybe the skills that you have, or what qualities you bring to the table, or how you guys could, be successful together, right? I don't think Gemini was seeing that at the time. I get this feeling that Gemini wasn't understanding maybe what kind of thinker you are, or what foresight you have. Because I also get, not because of this picture or anything, but I do get a flighty energy, that some uncertainty on Gemini's end. I feel like there was definitely some uncertainty about where the connection is going. I think Gemini, for some reason, I get this immaturity. So I don't know if Gemini could have been older. I'm sorry. Gemini could have been older, but less mature. Or you could have been younger than Gemini and extremely mature, or vice versa. Somebody was younger than somebody, because somebody was still, just, even if they weren't moving physically, their mind had already disconnected. So take it or leave it. Images do mean quite a lot. All right. So the initial question posed is, what are Gemini's current feelings for Scorpio? That's actually what's written in chalk underneath. You guys probably can't see it. I'm trying to focus, more on the cards versus like all the decoration stuff and whatever. It's just, I think, easier this way. So the first question posed was, hey, Gemini, what are your current feelings for Scorpio? The response is, Scorpio, listen, fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. Allow your work to become your art. You're that good. Scorpio, I don't know if you realize how much influence you have on everybody. Your words create worlds. Like, you can make people go into this world, even if you're just sitting there. Even if you're just sitting there on the couch talking to Scorpio, you take me on adventures I've never been on before. Ever. And Scorpio, I'm reflecting on the tower. I'm reflecting on what happened. Scorpio, I see your talent. I always have. I just wanted to kind of ignore it a little bit because I don't know how good I was feeling about myself. I didn't know where this whole thing was going. I felt like maybe you were so caught up in trying to do this and that maybe I felt a little bit ignored. I know you weren't ignoring me. I know you was on the up and up. I know every time me and you made a plan, I was on it. You was on it, Scorpio. I kind of slagged a little bit. I got caught up. But Scorpio, you got to start opening up and letting people in on your plans. No man is an island. You can't go it alone. And good or bad, I felt a little lost. All right. After those three cards pulled, we pulled Accept Heaven's Help. I think, what's that? Doreen Virtue, I think Fairy Angels or something. Fairy Messages. Accept Heaven's Help. So this again is coming from your Gemini to you, Scorpio. Accept Heaven's help. You prayed for help so you can get out of the way and let heaven help you. You prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. Now, earlier when I was reading this card, I was like, how arrogant. Okay, and then when we went into the next one, the Father healing, your personal power increases as you give any related issues to heaven. I'm thinking about this because we're like, what are Gemini's current feelings for Scorpio? Like, and this is also, obviously a combination of their mind space after this tower. I'll tell you that. That's definitely a reflection of where they are. They're acknowledging that those talents that they assume to be crazy, you got it, Scorpio. You actually, you know what? You're really good at this. You can change, like you can do some stuff. I really had some time to sit back and reflect on just how you are, just how you give your love to everybody, just how you're always trying to help people. I don't think you understand how much of an influence you are literally to the world. You bring sunshine into people's lives. So on the beautiful side of Gemini's thinking towards you, open up, let people help you. That next card, your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Maybe that maybe this is Gemini. You know, maybe this is like, I've been doing some healing. Maybe they're like, you know what, I've been on a journey, and I've been thinking about you, and I'm thinking maybe you have some issues that you need to deal with within the family. But we, you know, the question is, what, you know, what are Gemini's current feelings for Scorpio? But I still feel like I'm getting a little bit of mind space of where they are. And I think there's definitely been a time of reflection for them as it pertains to you. And I think they're acknowledging whatever talents you have and saying, hey, you're really good at it, right? So then, you know, just kind of looking at everything, we have the Seven of Shells. All right, you know, so what happened here? So Gemini could have been caught up in some sort of, you know, some sort of like illusion. Okay, shells in this deck is, I believe, swords. Yeah, so you could have been caught, it looks like that Gemini could have been caught up in some sort of illusion where, I don't know, maybe they thought, I don't want to say the grass is greener on the other side. I think somebody tricked them, because to me, it looks like they made a mistake, got themselves in some kind of binding up situation. Okay, they walked out of the relationship. Looks like there was some kind of conflict, and because whatever they walked into was a little sideways, not what they thought it was going to be. All right, because, you know, now, you know, we're talking about Five of Gems, so we're talking about money upside down, feeling uneasy, not sure of the relationship. And it says this is something that happened in the past. Here, I believe this is something that happened in the past. Even if you can relate it to your own situation, the Five Gems, I believe this is where Gemini is right now. They know that they made a mistake, or they got themselves caught up in a situation that, you know, they got tricked. They was under a spell or something. Somebody was selling them, you know how I do, a pipe dream. They was selling them a pipe dream. Then they got cut off, because right now they're in hermit mode. They're sitting back and thinking. I believe in terms of their mental, I think that they are still trying to come to grips with the fact that they got hoodwinked. They basically got tricked. I think they're stuck trying to, like, oh man, I don't know that I made the best decision with that one. How am I gonna get back? How am I gonna get back? What am I gonna do? This like the Hermit card to me kind of you ever see those decks where you have stuck between two worlds, or like stuck between two worlds? You know you have to make a decision. You know you look like a fool one way or another. So what do you do now? So now it looks like, again, you're still in limbo. We have Ace of Shells here, and it's because this is a romance deck. This is basically focused on love. You're definitely in limbo. Gemini is in limbo. Not you, Scorpio. Gemini is in limbo after the tower fall, where I don't know who they let trick them, but somebody tricked them, sold them the okey doke, and now they're sitting there looking kind of stupid, upside down with money. Just some sort of conflict. I mean, it could be some sort of conflict with this person. Look, it's reversed. It's reversed. Okay, I was with my Scorpio. I don't know what happened. Now I'm out here. I don't want to say in the cold, but my home situation might not be looking too good. I ain't feeling this great. That could be physically or emotionally, and I believe this is a lot of emotion. And if you keep staying on that path, that can turn into a more of an illness, something that is a little bit more substantial than, you know, I mean, it could be mental, it could become physical, you know, if this kind of keeps up. But it just shows that Gemini is stuck. So now Gemini is like, okay, I gotta figure something out. I've been coming to this person who I was with is a really talented, stable person. This person is actually very sweet. This person is, I don't know how I know they're forgiven, but if I decide, because there's a reversed ace here, and that symbolizes that could be again it could be a new baby, right? It could be a new baby, it could be a new relationship, it could be a marriage proposal, but it's reversed because I believe that Gemini is still trying to figure out, what am I going to do here? So they're stuck. Something is upside down. So what could be upside down is this new relationship or whatever happened here that they went into, or whatever connection they have with somebody. They could be upside down with that, which they clearly are. They could be upside down with you. I believe when we asked the question, it was directly about Scorpio. So it looks like their vision of you is changing. I'm not going to dismiss this because it's not my situation, but there could be a situation, Scorpio, where you really do have some family issues that need to be dealt with, that were really impacting your relationship, or taking the attention away from Gemini. Maybe there was a way for you to handle that better. Like, I'm not gonna just sit here and sideways Gemini, but sometimes how they handle things, I don't know. But I mean, definitely, this person after some reflection has a valid, maybe they feel their feelings to be valid. So if this is your story, take that and try and work on that. So just so you guys know, if this video cuts off, right, I'm gonna go in and do part 2 if we don't get through all of it, because I just kind of feel like these readings deserve a little bit more attention. So there's a part 1, 2, and 3, whatever. Things that I do see. I see a lot of creativity. I see a lot of passion for things that could be metaphysical, things that are empathic. Like this Scorpio, you could be this very insightful person and just shed a different view on Geminis, just the way they look at things. They know that you're a wonderful person is what I'm getting out of it. But they also think that maybe you need to let people help you a little bit more. Maybe you need to seek a higher power and accept heaven's help, and accept the fact that you can't do things alone. And maybe in your relationships going forward, you could be a little bit more open about what it is you need, so that the other party doesn't feel excluded, or feel the need to look elsewhere for attention, right? That could be one scenario. Or you could just be dealing with a person who was a scumbag and a little lusty. And they got caught up. Not saying that this person, I definitely see feelings here, but I can't say I see a lot of issues just within this. For this person, this Gemini is in hermit mode. All right, let's move on. So, because it's sacrifice here of love, okay, it's symbolizing that Gemini is probably deciding, do I want something new? I'm still trying to make a decision in this area. It symbolizes the hangman. So it's still trying to make a decision in this area about how to move forward. The question is, move forward with what? So here we have 6 of gems. Okay? And that talks about generosity. That talks kind of about like giving or receiving help. All right? That could symbolize somebody maybe like needing some financial assistance, or you've been financially assisting people, or whatever the situation is. There's something about being generous, right? And sometimes you don't always have it, but it's definitely about, there's some sort of help, somebody's being helped. Either Gemini was helping whoever, or Gemini is thinking about how they can come in because they're in hermit mode. How can I come in and kind of make my way in and provide some generosity and assistance to Scorpio, who I know I did some stuff to. We have 8 of roses. Okay, so, and I'm going to go back and, kind of tell you, because, I mean, obviously this could be anybody's story. I'm specifically looking at I'm specifically looking at Gemini, but I see, some stuff in here that could be Scorpios that are actually going out with or a Pisces partner, having a Pisces partner, a water sign, another water sign. So it could be it could be a Cancer, or it could be a Pisces, because I see reminiscences of those relationships here. Not reminiscences, but I see evidence of those relationships here. Another thing is I do see evidence of a Virgo. Why? Because we have the Hermit here. So, Okay. So looking to give assistance. So now we have Eight of Roses in reverse. So again, it kind of feels like it's stuck. It looks like there is maybe some desire to move on a little bit and reach out. How am I going to fix this? But this is still something I have to figure out. The how am I going to fix this part? Like, how can I'm because this means withdrawal, retreat, moving on, abandonment, but it's reversed. So there could actually be some sort of movement or some kind of next stage of thinking, how can I make this better? Okay. So now it looks like there's a thought. Maybe, maybe if I offer my help, I can pretty much charm. Maybe there's a possibility I could charm Scorpio, or maybe I could, fill out, send a text message or two, see if I get a response. Let Scorpio know that maybe I'm in the area. Why am I saying in the area? Because I have water over here under Accept Heaven's Help. I see somebody I'm not saying they live by the water, but I see birds coming to them. And usually, in some cases, birds are delivering messages. These are fairies. Or I think are they mermaids? They're mermaids. So they could be delivering messages. You could be getting what you prayed for here. I also see Father Healing, and there's water in this card too. I mean, they are fairies, but it's water. Okay. Where was I? So yeah, I mean, Gemini could be thinking of a way to come in and how can I make nice with Scorpio? How can I feel out Scorpio? How can I see how I can get back in? Should I send a text message? Like, how should I go about doing this? Believe me, this Gemini is contemplating. How can I do this? So the next thing, let's see, what else do we have here? We already did, I think we already did Eight of Shells. Not really. I mean, Eight of Shells is pretty much self-imprisonment. I mean, because this is something that Gemini brought on herself. They made the wrong decision because they were hoodwinked or tricked, or somebody was wearing a false mask, and which I guess we could look into that too. That could take all day, but it looks like they were definitely tricked by something. It could have been by a woman. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay. A reliable, hard-working person. I feel like I see that you're good at what you do, Scorpio. I see you coming up. I see you being acknowledged. I don't even know if you guys can see this card over here. See, but I mean, this can be looked at two ways too. This is Princess of Wands. No, it's not. It's Princess of Pentacles. Okay. I need to go back to my regular cards. I know, right? But then how am I ever going to learn to use different decks? Okay. A reliable person who's patient and hardworking. You are always there. Always there. Everything was always prepared. Everybody loved you. Even the animals loved you. The plants loved you. Your vibe. People were just happy to be around you. You provide sunshine in the darkness. And I wasn't in my right mind at the time. I felt like your shine was so great that it smothered mine. I had to find who I was. If you look at the past readings, Gemini had like a lot of gossip going on, and this was after the tower. There was like a lot of people gossiping, and then, you know, people sending you things, or maybe they were communicating with you, and then it was just like a slow communication. It could have been anything. That's because this energy, I feel like Gemini could have been younger, or somebody here is younger. There was somebody who might be older. It could be an older Gemini who's just, you know, slowly developing. Like, you know, you know your situation, but there was somebody who was definitely had a younger energy, who was immature, and they decided not to fight. They decided to run, and when they ran, they got caught up. So now, because it's public humiliation, I believe there's something up with this. Something up. I know there's a third party. I believe there are a few parties. And I think that Gemini kind of decided whatever they got into, it's not, you know, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I'm not saying the grass is greener on the other side. What's they say, the water bill costs more? But they're definitely just thinking about everything. But the thing is, it looks like they're trying to charm their way back to you, Scorpio. That's what it looks like to me. And they do see you as a beautiful person. You are beautiful. You're definitely stable. Everybody loves you. And you are the comfort of home. I see what you're doing, because this person, I believe, inquires about you, thinks about you, knows you. But then they start to realize you changed a little bit. You're coming into your own since this Tower movement. So I think Scorpio in this relationship has always kept their part of the deal. I think the part of the deal that was not kept was on the end of probably Gemini, because Gemini is thinking, oh boy, look at this person progressing. My Scorpio is doing it. Hold up. Wait a minute. Nah, hold up. How come you're not asking me for money? Wait, you ain't texting me reckless text messages. Wait a minute, what? I ain't heard from school. But most of all, I don't feel your energy anymore, Scorpio. I know my time is running out. I know my time been up. The point is, you did keep up your end of the deal, Scorpio. So you kind of come out of this clean. You do. I know you sneaky, but, you know, you come out of this deal clean, and you know it. And Gemini knows it. So Gemini is like, all right, hold up. Because this card here, what is this? Seven of Wings. Opposition. Yo, somebody about to scoop Scorpio up. Somebody's going to scoop Scorpio up and take Scorpio away from me. I better go to the moving, because this is the card of proposal. This is definitely a card of proposal. It's the Prince of Roses, the mover. Oh, it's getting hot and hot. So now, do one move, right? You notice these two cards sit right underneath each other, right? You have the signal card, which is the Eight of Roses, which we went over earlier. That's withdrawal, retreat, moving on. So this, to me, symbolizes maybe Gemini leaving that situation behind, where it wasn't a healthy situation. They had a cloud over them, that got hit with the okie doke. And then right underneath it, where I got tricked. Oh my God, I got tricked. I better go make a move, because my Scorpio about to be out of here. Why? Because Scorpio been getting hit by who? I mean, let's think about this. This could be some of the other signs that are playing out in here too. Because this person is also, the Gemini is also, they see you. So when they see you, they see who you vibe with. They, you know, they could be, you know, they could be following you on social media. I mean, they could say, oh boy, she's working really hard. Her work got published. Did your work get published? I also feel like, for some reason, I feel like Gemini could have been in a borderline abusive relationship. Whoever, I don't know if they left you for, I don't know if they told you the truth about why they were leaving. They left you to be with another person. Let's be very clear. There are some Geminis out there who weren't honest with you about their sexuality either. Okay, so that could be something. There was a Gemini who wasn't honest to you about the other woman. There were some Geminis who still love you who left to be with the other woman, but the other woman may have more guap, who knows, which is psychotic. But you are dealing with, like, I guess, we're not talking about a good Gemini. We're talking about somebody who was just, like, imbalanced at the time or had some living to do at the time, and now they're sitting here thinking, I effed up, and now they're trying to come back. This is a proposal. I'm going to cut this off, and we will pick up. I guess this next one is going to be part 2, even though it's really part freaking 4. All right, just being a little bit more, I'm going to get into the single cards here. I'm going to leave the spread the same. I'm going to pull some more cards. I'm going to see what else we see here, because I'm going to point out some other stuff, but I want to stop while I'm ahead and get this updated. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in.